there's a lot of topics we've talked about today that feel like they're far out there, and it's sort of like, okay, how do we grab a hold of that and bring it into the present? I think this topic in particular, if I can say that, AR, VR, has particular potential to be able to like really bring that into the present, to be able to utilize it now in your organization. And what I've seen over the years working at different organizations from Disney to Warner Brothers and Gap now is that organizations are struggling to know what's the use case and how do I actually apply this in a way that solves a particular problem. And you know, you have certain parts of the organization that sort of are pioneering or trying things. But I think what I've seen over the years really work is you've got to ultimately anchor around what you said, what's the problem you're solving? And if it becomes this sort of opportunistic, we think this is a cool technology, we want to be futuristic, there's opportunity here that sort of broadly speaking, it doesn't really get that far in the organization. And maybe you've all seen that in your own sort of experience, right? If the idea is not tethered to a problem or something that's really tangible in terms of driving the business strategy, then it's going to fall flat. You know, you may have some exciting meetings, but ultimately it's not going to pass the sniff test as we go through. And so, you know, what I think is really important is to really think of first and foremost is, you know, what is the, if we think about learning and development, for instance, because I think learning is a particular use case where AR, VR has some utility, and we see organizations already doing work in this space. I think the big thing to really think about is like, what is the skills imperative that needs to be solved? What's the problem that we're solving from a skill standpoint where AR and VR would actually make sense as a modality to be able to accelerate or make the learning more effective than the alternative in a classroom setting or what have you.